Welcome to Spank Odds.
Hey, thanks for coming around. Spanky here for Spank Odds. Let's talk about line alerts and line moves. Now, line moves are a very intricate part of Spank Odds. It's a very important tool that, if configured correctly, can really help you translate data into information. So let's just start with a line move. Let's just say we have some existing line moves. I have a football one, or you could create a new one. Let's look at my current football line move here. And see what we're at. So you could set a line move alert essentially on spread, total, money line, and team total. And you could do them all separately. Now, let's just say with the spread, I have within 10 seconds more than 2 bookies. You could say move it all. And this is for football. Move it all. Move a line a certain number of points or a certain number of pennies on the juice. Or the best probably is to move on a certain percentage of value. So this is where things get important because obviously a move from 8.5 to 9.5 and in a football game is very different from a move from 2.5 to 3.5. Not all half points are created equal. So that's where you kind of get a big edge when you kind of use a percentage of value. You could probably get away with move a line a certain number of points, a certain number of pennies on a basketball line alert. But I think in football, I would advise always using a percentage of value because that normalizes everything because it knows what every half a point is worth. Again, just like any other alerts we have, you can play a different sound on a line alert. We have different ones: major line move, minor line move, a couple of different beeps, horns, double horn, screams. Is this real? Possible fake, super sharp, and obviously there we go, WTF. So trying to keep this PG. So yeah, so you could have different sounds playing for different alerts, and again, you could choose which bookies, which sports, and again, if something is steaming, this kind of stops it. You could show the pop up. Let's just say we want to show the pop up over here for 30 seconds. We'll show it on the bottom left. You could test that pop up line alert. It'll kind of tell you everything. And again, this is a stoppage similar to other stoppages in the software where if something's steaming, you don't want it to keep alerting you of a major line move. You want to say, okay, I've already factored this in. Now shut up for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you want it to do. Let's set this maybe to like 4 minutes. And then you could do the same thing for totals and money lines, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you could set it to different bookmakers and you just click save and there you go. So now when several different bookmakers, a number of bookmakers move, you have it configured. It's all about as much configuration, user-based configuration as possible. So you could kind of tell the program, if you're not always looking at it, if you're not watching like a hawk, then the program will then watch for you, and then it will give you that message. And when it gives you that message, it'll have a pop-up. It'll also show you in the recent alerts, so you'll be able to kind of, in case you missed it, went off your desk or whatever, you kind of see what's happening, what's moving, and what has moved, and if you need to react accordingly and do what you got to do. That's the line move alerts. Thanks so much for the time. Until next time.